Welcome back to the Fierce Fish First Tech Challenge CAD modeling tutorial series. Our goal in this series is to provide guidance in using Autodesk Inventor for First Tech Challenge. And in today's video, we are going to be looking at the 3D Modify tools. So you see there are a lot of 3D Modify tools here. And we are going to be looking at all of them except for Direct. I've never used Direct because that's about importing data and stuff, and we're not going to really need to do that for First Tech Challenge CAD modeling. So let's get started right away. These modify tools are basically extensions of the create tools. And they are very helpful as well in kind of a shortcut manner. So we're going to start with hole, but first let me mention that we have a sketch here with this point on this face of this rectangle extrusion. So let's go to hole. And you'll see it automatically knows that the point is there and it's going to use the point. And you see we have this pop-up menu here for the hole. You can select the type of hole. And once you select the different things, you'll get different options. I'm not going to go over all those. Select the different seats. You'll also get different options as well. You can select how long it terminates for and the direction. By default, it's just going to be into this, and you probably won't need to change that. And you can also change all your physical things, and you'll get the different physical dimensions for whatever seat and hole type you try to use, or you would like to use. So you see automatically place it at this hole here, but I can also click on other points and create the holes in there. Now let's say I wanted to just create a hole without a sketch. I can do that. So I just click anywhere on this face, then I click the center point and the edge, and I can dimension from there. Then I can click here and here, then I can dimension from there. I can also change the things in here still, and that is now 0.5 from there and 0.25 from there. So that is the use of the hole tool. That can be a very useful tool in there as well. So fillet. If you remember, we also had fillet in the 2D space, and it rounded the edges of something. It didn't necessarily have to be a rectangle or a square, but in this case it is. So you can select any edge here. I can select that edge, I can select that edge, I can type in the radius. I'll just keep it at 0.125. And then you'll see you get that nice rounded edge in there. So let me undo those. And we can use the chamfer tool as well. And just like in 2D, it does the exact same thing by kind of cutting out the corner, smoothing out that nice and smooth there. Alright, so those are the use of those three tools. Let's go now and use the shell tool on this box. Or I shouldn't call it a box, it's a cube. I'll use it on this cube here. So what the shell tool basically does is it makes it hollow. It'll automatically make it hollow in there if it's an enclosed feature, and I can choose the thickness. Now I'll press OK. Say I'm fine with 0.1 thickness. We know it's shelled inside because of here, but you wouldn't know just by looking at it. But when we go to File and Eye Properties to get the physicals, the mass will be different than when there was no. See, it's like almost half more pound mass there. So let's redo that. And we can also delete a face on the shell. If we go remove faces, let's say we want this top face open there, and now it is perfectly inside shelled there. So now let's look at the draft angle. So the way this works is you choose the pull direction. Say I want the pull direction to be this direction there. And then I choose the face. I want to choose, well actually no. Let's do the draft angle. I want that there. Wait, no. I messed up again. I want that there and that face there. So I can create the angle, and let's say I want it to be 5 degrees. I hit apply. Now we have this nice 5-degree draft angle in there. That's called a face draft in there. So that's the use of those two tools there. Let's go on to thread. Thread, I have a very butchered attempt of a screw here, and we have two different situations we can use thread for. Say we're modeling a screw. Then we can thread the screw just by, well, I went really fast there. Just by clicking on the face that you want to thread, and then clicking apply. Now in the specification, you can choose the thread type and stuff. So let's go in and edit that. You can choose the thread type and the size and all that. So, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. You can choose it to whatever threads you want it to be. And then we can also thread a hole, because say we want to 3D print something with a thread in it, which we've done before, and it works decently. Sometimes it ends up wearing away after a while, but it's fine. But it's a good modeling practice too. And now we've got that threaded inside hole there. So now let's look at some other tools that you may never use. Start with split here. So now split, if I would definitely do the split solid, because now it does the solid, and then you can just select where you want to split it, and that's typically a plane. You hit OK, and now these two are completely split from each other. These are now different faces there. So let's undo that. And now we'll use thicken and offset. So what the thicken offset does is it's kind of like extrude, except you don't have to create a new sketch. So let's say I wanted this surface to be extended. You'll see here, it'll extend the distance. If you look at this top green line, say I want it there, and now it is the solid there. If I wanted to delete a face, I could do that. Hit OK. I would definitely not do that, because now look how thin this is. This like physically cannot exist because the face is deleted, but it's technically still there, but it's like not. So I wouldn't really do that ever. But it's there, so I showed you how to use it there. And that's going to be it for this video. We did all the tools except for combine and direct, because I've never used them. And direct is, I think I already explained, it's like importing data. So we're never really going to need to use that. Or combine, because you're already going to be using the extrusions to already be combined and whatnot. So that is going to be it for this video. Thank you for watching, and from all of us here at Fierce Fish, we hope you have a great day.